what's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. While most of the focus at APEC so far has been on the two strongest member economies, namely the US and China, the other 19 also have an important role to play. From San Francisco, Joyson explains.
A customary group photo to kick off the leaders' meeting for the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Summit, this year hosted by the U.S. in San Francisco. All eyes have been on the U.S.'s volatile relationship with China, with the two countries' presidents having a rare in-person meeting on the summit sidelines. But now a shift in focus to the main reason they're in town: to fortify ties with the other 19 APEC partners, many of whom are so-called middle powers or economies, like Indonesia, Vietnam, and others in ASEAN.
ASEAN, Southeast Asia and ASEAN has a traditional role of convening these great powers, top leaders of the world to talk. Having these middle economies there reminds us that there's still a global system, a world economy beyond just the US and China.
Though they may not boast the same economic strength as the U.S. or China, analysts say middle economies like Mexico and Indonesia do have the ear of superpowers and can wield sufficient influence to shape international discourse.
Middle powers are not without any power. They can set the agenda, they can introduce issues, they can talk about AI, they can talk about quantum, they can talk about concerns about the South China Sea. I mean, all of these things are issues that middle powers can raise.
For the U.S., listening to and helping sustain these middle economies in the Asia-Pacific is important, since over half of its exports goes to APEC members. A trade-related issue raised by APEC member Thailand was that of shipping infrastructure. Speaking to CEOs in a parallel forum, Prime Minister Srettha Thavisin pitched a new land bridge project to connect the Andaman Sea to the Gulf of Thailand and cut down on transport congestion. With APEC commanding over half of the world's GDP, member economies working together can amount to significant change. The APEC summit is more than just formal talks, as the leaders also get a chance to socialize over dinner and even trips to the museum. So even though no breakthrough policies may come out this week, the non-binding conference is still an important opportunity for middle economies to be at the same table as the bigger powers. Justin Wu and Joyson in San Francisco for TaiwanPlus.
Former political activist Huang Guochang has quit the New Power Party, which he helped found. He's now cast his lot in with another young party, the Taiwan People's Party. As John Ventress reports, it's a political about-face that could shake up the legislature.
A political bombshell less than 2 months from a crucial election. This prominent figure in Taiwan's progressive circles has made a dramatic break with much of what he stood for. Huang Guochang rose to national prominence in 2014 alongside the student activists protesting a trade pact with China. China claims Taiwan and has even said it will use military force to take it. Worried about Taiwan's sovereignty, students took over the legislature. Their 3-week sit-in saw the deal called off. Buoyed by this success, Huang helped found the New Power Party, a new youthful force in politics. For a time, it looked set to take on Taiwan's two-party system, pushing the country towards the left and towards independence. Huang served as one of the party's early lawmakers. A decade on, though, that adrenaline has long since worn off. The party has lost key members and today has just 3 legislative seats. Frustrated by the two main parties' continued hold on the country, Huang's jumping back into the political fray. But this time, he's going for the latest hot name in third-party politics.
我希望柯文哲当选总统，履行竞选承诺，筹组一个用人为才、跨越党派的联合政府。
Polls show Ko Wen-je's Taiwan People's Party has a shot at winning, especially if they rally the rest of the opposition. But this is a very different third party. It's centrist, populist, and far less suspicious of China. In a leaked policy paper, the parties even floated the idea of reviving the very trade deal Huang and his student friends fought to defeat. In a joint interview, Ke said he's proud to have Huang on board.
邀请他来当这个我们不分区立委，我们要争取黄国昌，
争取黄国昌
参加我们民众党，委以重用。
Reeling from the news, the New Power Party held a defiant press conference.
的确跟
黄国昌前主席的理念完全不同了，所以也只能祝福他。那同时也谢谢他的离开，我想他的离开让时代力量变成一个更愿意倾听、更有同理心，也更能够坚定地走在本土进步价值路线的政党。
The defection of a single politician may not change the course of the election, but it's a major blow to a party that's still trying to change Taiwan's political landscape. And it shows that even with the election so close, there's always room for another surprise. Andy Xue and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
10 people have been indicted on charges of spying for China. Among those charged is a well-known teacher of the Diaobolo, a kind of Chinese yo-yo, and the brother of a Taiwanese actress. They're accused of receiving around $180,000 to recruit military personnel for a spy ring. Others involved in the case include active duty officers and soldiers, who prosecutors say were paid to leak military secrets. A Taiwanese man has been found dead in Bangkok in an apparent homicide. The body of the man, surnamed Zhu, was found tied up in a hotel in the Thai capital. The man had checked in on Tuesday. Local police say they're looking for the suspected killer. Thai authorities say Zhu had been accused of fraud last year. A fresh batch of immigration officers have graduated from the training program. Laura Stewart takes a look at the skills needed to pass the exam.
Trained to the nines, these newly graduated immigration officers know what to do in an emergency. Thousands of people applied for Taiwan's immigration officer exam. Now these top 45 trainees are qualified to take on border security jobs. They've undergone a year of physical and professional training and have the skills to handle situations like containing and arresting a runaway at border control. Chen Chaoyi worked in ID verification at Taipei's Taoyuan airport for 6 years before joining the program. She's come across forged and altered passports.
考过驾照，所以渐渐的觉得自己好像其实是很喜欢国境这个单位。长官跟我的同事的支持鼓励下，我才开始就是慢慢准备考试。
Officers need more than just physical skills. With more migrant workers coming to Taiwan from Southeast Asia, immigration officers are now expected to have relevant language abilities.
那我本身就是除了英文的专长跟我报考的印尼文之外，我自己之前也曾经在韩国交换过1年，所以我精通韩文。
The Interior Ministry says officers that have the necessary physical and language attributes will strengthen Taiwan's border security.
在未来，各位在第一线执勤的时候所获取的经验。还有从我们各位学长姐身上所去学习到的，甚至是未来进一步的科侦的能力，我想都是需要大家进一步来加强。
With this new class of qualified officers, the ministry hopes Taiwan's borders will remain safe and secure. Eason Chen and Laurel Stewart for TaiwanPlus.
At least 10 more basketball players have been arrested in connection with the widening match-fixing scandal. Their identities haven't been revealed, but it's believed they include both current and former players from Taiwan's semi-professional Super Basketball League. Reports say that referees may be implicated in the scheme as well. The scheme came to light last month when some players were first found to be working with bookies. Taiwan beat Australia 6-0 in the second game at the Asia Professional Baseball Championships in Japan. The game went into extra innings as the teams held each other scoreless after 9. Taiwan scored 2 runs at the beginning of the 10th inning. Then second baseman Lin Jingkai went deep to hit a grand slam, giving Taiwan its 6-run lead. Taiwan lost its first game in the competition against Japan earlier in the week. The Asia Professional Baseball Championships is a regional tournament between leagues in Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, and Australia. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Finally, we leave you with footage from the biannual Lumiere Festival in England. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you next time.